We've been planning on it for a while, but it's still, once it got here, and having a player like Mr. Rutschman come in here, it's always a big thrill, and I know the players in that locker room are thrilled to have him, and as a coaching staff, we're thrilled to see what he can bring to this ball club. We've heard great things about him, so it's been a great day so far. It's lived up to the hype.
You sense, is he handling this well? And I know he's used to getting a lot of attention, but how do you think he's handling it so far?
I think he's handling it okay. It looks like he's a little tired. He's had to travel from Sarasota. He's had to do a lot of things in the last probably month. So we're trying to make it as easy on him as we can. Trying to keep I know you guys usually have can go in the locker room and talk to the guys, but we're kind of keeping that off limits just for him to have a space to relax in when he needs to and think about baseball.
Your season's already going on. You guys have a good season. You have a lot of other guys who've come in, some of your third rounders and sixth rounders or whatever, and now he's coming into this situation. How do you balance that, knowing that, these guys didn't get a whole lot of attention, and all of a sudden he's here and it's a big deal? How do you balance that with some of the other players and such?
You know what? You take it in stride. We have had so many moves in the last month and a half that we just take this one in stride. And, even though he's bringing you guys out, I think these other players have been playing pretty well. Toby Welk's I think he's still leading the league in hitting. So I think they probably like the attention. I think they like having you guys around. So I think it's good. We're going to handle it just like we handled, we had 8 moves the other day in one day. So we'll handle it the same way.
I guess obviously the main thing is it's going to be developing Adley and helping him develop and go along. What do you see as, that he's going to have to be doing? Just basically getting adjusted to life at this level? Yeah,
it's all an adjustment. Even the guys that come from the big-time college programs, they still have an adjustment period. The guys from Stanford, they went through that little period, and now they're getting their feet on the ground. So it's a process, a developmental process that every player has to go through. We were all talking the other day as coaches. You take a Division III guy like Toby, and he's adjusted pretty quickly. And some of them do, some of them don't. It takes a little longer, and our job is to keep their confidence up and tell them, hey, it is a process. Some of you guys might get this year, and some of you might get it next year. But it's fun to watch them go through that process and get better.
How are you going to juggle the catcher thing? How often? I know you have several, first of all, but how are you going to juggle it with him? How often do you see him catching, and how often do you first base, DH, that kind of stuff?
He'll probably catch 3 times a week, every other day. DH probably the other days. Maybe play first one day, but he's going to have a day off in a week. So he's going to be busy, but we're not going to overuse him by any means, but we got to get him his at-bats.
With him not starting out at catching tonight, the expectation is he DHing. Will that kind of help him, do you think, where he only has to focus on one side of the ball for his debut?
I think so. I usually try when somebody new gets here to DH him first, just to try to get their feet wet in that role. He caught yesterday down in Sarasota, so he was scheduled to catch tonight, but they had some rainouts or something, and so that got pushed back. So that's why he's DHing tonight. But hopefully they'll get his feet wet. He get 4 or 5 at bats and be ready to catch tomorrow.